Picture this. One of the NHL's brightest talents is about to become the league's most coveted free agent, his future dangling by a thread, while his team, the beloved Toronto Maple Leafs, faces playoff elimination. Rumors swirl, insiders drop bombshells, and as the city holds its breath, all eyes turn to Mitch Marner. Is this the end of an era, or a wild, new beginning? Tonight, we peel back the curtain on one of hockey's juiciest sagas, taking you inside the Maple Leafs' turbulent locker room and the tense standoff that could change the shape of the franchise forever. Marner's future unravels in the public eye. The story starts with a contract set to expire and a superstar unwilling to negotiate. Mitch Marner has spent the entire season sidestepping any talk about his future. There's a reason. He's in the final year of a 6-year, $65.41 million deal. A contract that once symbolized Toronto's commitment to their rising star. But as the Leafs' playoff hopes waver, the focus shifts off the ice. According to respected NHL insider Jesse Blake of SDPN, it's not just Marner keeping his distance. I don't think either of them wants to stick around. Brad Treliving doesn't want Mitch Marner back, and Mitch Marner doesn't want to be in Toronto. I don't think it's a conversation. Blake revealed that Marner rebuffed contract discussions 3 separate times during the regular season. When the Leafs tried to discuss a trade, he said no. The result? Tensions have boiled over. They are divorced now, and it's over, said Blake, stirring up Leafs Nation and firing up the rumor mill like never before. The playoff collapse and the search for a scapegoat behind the scenes, disappointment grows. Toronto has dropped 3 straight games to the Florida Panthers, falling behind 3-2 in their bitter playoff series. Marner's own performance has made him a lightning rod for criticism. 2 goals, 10 assists in the playoffs, but far from his electrifying best. Game 5 was particularly brutal. Marner, candid in interviews, admitted, "Some sloppy play, not hard enough working, giving away too many opportunities around our net. There's a good list of it. I don't think anyone's happy about it." The hockey world sees the writing on the wall. Another early exit, another year of wasted potential. In a city desperate for glory, Marner has become the scapegoat. Fans debate, is it fair? Is he really the problem, or just the most visible part of a system in need of deeper change? A superstar on the open market. What's next for Marner? What makes Marner's situation more volatile is his value. Despite playoff struggles, his regular season remains elite. 27 goals and 75 assists for a jaw-dropping 102 points in 81 games. There's little doubt that if he hits free agency, he'll command a colossal contract in the open market. But for Leafs fans, this isn't just about dollars, it's about identity. Imagine the headlines this summer. Where will Marner land? Will he become the star that finally puts another team over the top? The drama promises to be one of the NHL's storylines of the offseason. Inside the locker room, what does Marner really want? Despite the noise, Marner keeps his emotions guarded. Questioned about his future and the harsh possibility that Game 6 could be his last in a Leafs jersey, he shrugs it off. No thoughts of that at all. It's obviously not the spot we want to be in, but you can't do anything about it. We know this is going to be a roller coaster of a ride. We know it's not going to be easy. Still, teammates and coaches know what's at stake. Marner must walk a razor's edge. On one side, there's a shot at playoff redemption. On the other, the painful prospect of leaving his hockey home under a cloud. Public declarations and behind-the-scenes maneuvers. Meanwhile, the public face of the franchise refuses to admit defeat. GM Brad Treliving projects calm and unity whenever a microphone is placed in front of him. Asked about Marner's contract and trade rumors, Treliving insists, "We're aligned with Mitch. We're worried about this season. We're worried about the games we have coming up. We want Mitch here for a long time. It's just not a question we're going to get into every day." There's more to the story. Rumors surfaced that at the trade deadline, the Leafs tried to move Marner for Colorado's Mikko Rantanen, but Marner exercised his no-trade clause and nixed the deal. Treliving's remarks might be true, or they could be classic GM poker, keeping leverage while the real negotiations unfold in private. This balancing act between public loyalty and private frustration only adds to the intrigue. Game 6, the point of no return. It all comes down to Game 6. Toronto's season teeters on the brink, and with it, perhaps the end of an era. If the Leafs lose, Marner could be gone by the start of next season, leaving behind a legacy filled with highlight reel moments, but also unfulfilled promise and bitter playoff exits. Whether you're a die-hard Leafs fan or simply love great hockey drama, you know this much. The stakes have never been higher for Marner, the Leafs, and the future of one of the NHL's most passionate franchises. Will Game 6 spark a heroic comeback, or will it mark the heartbreaking end to one of the most talked-about partnerships in recent hockey history? Tomorrow's headlines start tonight. What happens in the next few days will echo through Toronto and across the hockey world. Change is in the air, whether the Leafs are ready or not. So, what do you think? Should Marner and the Leafs go their separate ways? Or does this franchise have one more magic run if everyone stays the course? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice belongs in this story. If you found tonight's Inside Report enlightening, hit that like button to keep bringing top-tier hockey stories to your feed every week. Thanks for joining us at this dramatic crossroads in Leafs history. Stay tuned, because the best or the wildest may be yet to come.